Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question to the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocket.radio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
And a good morning to you. It is Friday morning. It's December 2nd, and it's time for Coffee Ann here on ON, AM, and FM. And Dave, I forgot my watch. I got to go home. I forgot my necklace. Oh man, I am not running well this morning. Anyway,
You know what happened to me yesterday, Joe?
oh please tell me.
All right. I'm walking around, and all of a sudden my
Can you
watch drops.
hit that wire?
Okay.
There we go.
All
That's
of
better.
a sudden my watch drops to the floor.
Yeah.
And I reach down and pick it up, and the band has broken in two. Now, that's a new one on me.
Usually
So,
you crack the face. Yeah.
I say to myself, no problem. It's December 1st. I can go to Piet Jewelers, get my battery changed,
Yeah.
which I would do anyway, and get the band replaced.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it when things happen at a bad time, but it's really a good time.
I guess so. Joining us at the Coffee Ann table today is Jeremy Green. He is with the Woonsocket Warriors Football Organization. What's your title over there, Jeremy?
I'm actually the president of the league.
Ooh.
Of the
They sent
league
the big
or just
guy.
the team?
Nope, of the league.
Ooh, wow. We went right to
They
the
sent
top
the
this
big guy,
time.
Joe. And for our radio listeners, by the way, he is.
Now, have you did you play high school football?
I did.
Where?
Woonsocket,
When did you graduate?
05.
Okay. Did you go on play anywhere else after
Nope.
that? You didn't get recruited?
Nope.
Too bad. All right. But still love the game?
Yeah.
All right. And were your teams good when you played?
Yeah, we had good teams.
Yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Back there in 05 and 04 and like
Yeah.
that? Okay, cool. All right, but we brought Jeremy in for a reason, and there's something going on. It's pretty exciting, dealing with the Woonsocket Warriors and dealing with the Woonsocket Warriors cheerleaders. And they're going for a national championship.
Correct.
Good for them.
Yeah, it's big.
I'm sure. So this is the under 14? Is
Yep.
that right?
Yep.
Okay. So and where's the national champions? Where does that take place?
It's in Orlando.
And when?
They leave December 7th
Oh, so that's
in a couple of days.
That's Tuesday.
Yep.
Wednesday of next week. So it's going to take place all next weekend, I guess.
Yes.
Down there in Florida. All right, so that's cool. So how many other cheerleading squads will they be competing against?
I want to say that there's a ton. This is literally
Coming from all over.
Yeah, all over.
Okay. So how did they get this far? How do you what competitions do they go to get to this point?
So in order for them to get there, they have to go to a stage and compete. Mm-hmm. You have to place first.
Each time?
And then they ended up going to the regionals.
Where was that held?
That was held at the convention center in Providence.
Okay.
And they ended up going over there, and they got first place.
So they came in first in the States.
Yep, and
then,
regionals.
And then when they go to the regionals, so is that all of New England and outside New England too?
So the states is literally just the states is just teams in AYF, the football organization that we're a part of.
Okay.
But when you get to the states, it's literally teams from all over New England.
Wow. Anywhere outside New England, like New York or
No.
Okay, it's just
Nope.
just New England.
Yeah.
So they're representing just New England.
Yeah.
Down there. Okay. Is it like the Little League World Series, or do they keep their own uniforms that say Woonsocket Warriors on it?
Well, when they go down there, they still wear their cheerleading uniform.
That say Woonsocket
Yeah.
Warriors. Okay.
Yep.
How many girls are on the? I should say, are there any guys on the squad?
No.
Okay. How many girls are on the squad?
So there's actually two teams that are going to nationals.
Wow.
We have a 10U, and they have 22 girls.
Wow.
And then we have the 14U, and they have 9 girls.
And they'll compete separately.
Yes.
Wow. They must be very exciting.
And we also have 8 kids that are down there for football that got picked to do the All-Stars.
You had 8 members from the Woonsocket Warriors football team to go
Yes.
play in an all-star game down there.
In Florida. And they actually left yesterday to go down there.
And how old are they?
13. There's 7 13-year-olds and 1 12-year-old kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
8. They must be really, really good.
Yeah.
Well, at least in your opinion.
Yeah. No, you got to get picked to go there, so you got to be the best of the best.
That's fantastic. So how many games will they play in?
It really all depends on how much they win down there.
Keep winning, you keep playing.
You keep playing.
All right, that's pretty cool. So they'll be playing with kids from other teams.
Yes. Well, so it's a AYF All-Star team. So it's literally all the kids in our AYF division.
Okay,
They they recruit all the best kids, put them on one team.
sure.
And then they go down to Florida and compete.
So there's the 8 kids from the Woonsocket Warriors who will play on the team for the football. Who coaches them?
They have a coaching staff. The head coach is Gerard.
Are they from the Woonsocket
Yeah,
Warriors?
they're all
Okay,
from- yep.
all right. So that'll make it easier to understand the plays.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Congratulations to them. This is and will you be going down
I'm probably going to end up going down. Probably not for the All-Stars, but probably for the cheerleading.
for the cheerleading? Okay. This is very exciting. Now they're leaving next week, but one of the other reasons we brought you in is you've been doing some fundraising, and are you still looking to offset some costs there?
Yeah, they've been out there canning and whatnot to try to help it, because it's around the holiday time. Mm-hmm. So whatever they got to do to get out there to make it easier for the parents.
Sure. Do you have any planned fundraising events coming up within the next few days?
Honestly, I know right now they pretty much just been canning. I know they're running they're doing little stuff, like liquor baskets, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. If someone wanted to just donate, just say, hey, here's $10. Here's $20 to help out the girls. Could they get a hold of you? Could they get a hold of the Woonsocket? How would they get a hold of you?
So you can always reach out to us either on the internet, WoonsocketWarriors.com.
Okay.
Or even on social media, Woonsocket Warriors on Facebook. You can write us a message, and somebody will definitely
get back
respond
in.
to you.
Sure.
Yes.
Especially when you say, I want to give you money.
Yeah.
Someone's going to reach back to you really, really quick. Is this the first time that you've had this many players on the All-Star going down to Florida?
Definitely.
Okay. And first time that the cheerleaders have gone down?
The cheerleaders have went, but I believe it's been 6 years.
So it's been a while. So it's a
Yeah.
whole new group of
Yeah.
girls will be going down to this. All right. When you say it's down in Orlando, is it at Disney World?
No.
Will they get a chance to go to Disney World?
So normally they do go to Disney World, but this year they're going to SeaWorld.
Well, that's just as good.
It is just as good though.
It's nice over
Perhaps
there.
wetter some days.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, stay away from that side of the tank where Shamu is.
Yes, seriously.
but SeaWorld's great, and the competition will take place at SeaWorld.
No, it's at a a convention center out in Orlando.
Okay. And where do the football players, the teams, where do they play?
They're in Orlando too, but they're a little bit. It's not in the same area where the cheerleaders will be at.
A little more spread out down
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's exciting. How many chaperones had to go down with the girls?
So they actually need every 4 kids you need 1 chaperone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And with 22 kids,
Yeah.
that's a lot of chaperones. That's a lot of chaperones. So I'm assuming a lot of their parents
A lot of parents are going.
will go down and take care of this. So that's,
Yep.
wow. One, it's exciting. 1, they get to go to Florida. 2, they get to be in Orlando. 3, they get to miss some school.
Exactly.
How much do they love? They're going to love this.
Oh no, definitely. And the weather's a lot better down there right now.
It's a lot warmer. They don't have to worry about frost or anything like that. So they must be. I'm sure they've been practicing all their routines and
Yeah, no.
they got it down packed.
Woonsocket is cheerleading. They take their cheerleading pretty serious.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay, and because I'm assuming these girls will then want to move up into high school.
Well, for sure.
and keep cheering up
going.
there.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have a little feeder system.
No, it is. Yeah, we that's one thing we do. Woonsocket does produce good football.
Right. And Dave, this bodes well for us.
How do you say?
Well, with the 8 players going down there to the All Stars,
Right.
So that as they grow up, they'll be moving up into Woonsocket High. So it makes us look like
You mean
Woonsocket.
like a feeder system?
Yeah, like a feeder system.
yeah.
So we're looking at Woonsocket High football being very good for the next 5 to 6 years.
For sure.
And we broadcast the game, so it's always a lot more fun when you broadcast the games that win.
Yeah.
And as
sure.
opposed to the ones you lose. So Woonsocket High has got. They must be pretty happy. Does Coach Bebo ever come down and take a look?
No,
at
he does. He
the
comes
Woonsocket
around.
Warriors?
He comes around and checks us out.
Yeah.
Yep.
making notes and say, hey, keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Because we do. Even we definitely got a lot of talent.
All right, this is a lot of fun. So there's I'm trying to read my notes here. For the under 10, there's 22 girls
Yep.
that have gone down. The under 14 is 9. Is there a certain number of participants that you had to hit, like a minimum, like the cheerleading squad? Okay, we have to have at least 9.
Well, so the cheerleading's a little different. They it's like categorized.
Yeah.
So like the 10U, I believe they are 10U, but it's like large white. They have large white, small, red.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it breaks it down to like the level of chair that they're at.
Okay. Dave, I forgot to mention for your first message from the, I got all caught up in the cheerleading. I got all caught up. We do need a first message from the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, please.
Well, if you happen to see a chamber member today and they seem a little droopy-eyed, that's because they were at the holiday open house last night at Bally's Twin River Casino in Lincoln, with that special giving tradition with the auction that they have and all the wonderful socializing that goes on at the annual Christmas holiday open house. And then what we notice in our box this morning is in accordance with the bylaws, all the members get the notification of the annual meeting. Now, the annual meeting of the members will be on December 14th at 8:15 a.m. at Kirkbrae Country Club. And at that time, candidates will be deemed elected unless counter nominations are made. So you can show up and be part of that and have some fun. And for re-election for the Board of Directors to serve the term expiring in 2025. These are the candidates, by the way. And if you're a member, you can go there and vote. One way or the other, I suppose. Greg Boragasa from RTS Embroidery and Promotional Solutions. Joe DeRazio from CVS Health. Jennifer Giro of Rhode Island College. Junior Jabby of Banneker Supply Chain Solutions. Jennifer Morrison of Amica. Yahira let's see if I get the name right, Placencia of Bank America, Mark Streisand of Mark Allen Fine Clothes, and Amy Vogel from Dr. Daycare. The election to the Board of Directors to serve the term, and there's a lot more going on. And, of course, Liz Catucci, who is the president and CEO of the Northern Rhode Island Chamber, sends out this thing to everybody. I'm just going to give you an idea that it's a participation deal, and if you're a member of the Chamber, you get a chance to participate as well. I'll tell you right now, if you'd like to be a member and you're not, easy thing to do is call 334-1000. That's the telephone number, 334-1000, after 9 o'clock this morning when they start answering the phone. And anybody who answers the phone can teach you how a chamber membership can benefit you and your business. Even if it's not a big business, it could be just a little side hustle on the side. You could benefit from chamber membership, and I'll bet you'll find it's worth the investment too.
Okay, Dave, thank you very much. We're talking with Jeremy Green, president with Woonsocket Warriors, as his players are going down to play in an all-star game as part of the All-Stars, and they'll be playing hopefully a bunch of games down there as well as they keep winning and they keep playing. And their cheerleading squad, the under-10 squad and the under-14 squad, is going down there to try to win a national championship. And you've sent cheerleaders down before to compete in this. How far did they get last time?
I think the last time I want to say they placed third.
Ooh, close.
And that's still, very good.
That's great because you got cheerleading squads coming from all over the country.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever, every now and then ESPN will broadcast the older girls and guys that do it, and you see the precision that they go through. It takes quite a lot of practice.
Oh, for sure.
To get this all straight, and they also have to look completely the same.
Yeah.
The uniform's got to be right. The ribbon's got to be in the right place, and the hair's got to be the right length.
Yeah.
Plus, they got to keep up with their school studies.
Yes, they do.
My goodness. And you think about
they'll
that.
get back to that.
They got to take care of their regular life in addition.
That's right. So they've been standing out outside stores and trying to raise money like that to offset these costs.
They've definitely been pretty active with that.
Well, good for them. So if you see them out and about, please give them a few bucks and help offset their cost down there to Florida. And if you want, you can always check out WoonsocketWarriors.com or their Facebook page as well, and leave a message if you'd just like to help out the girls and the guys down there as they go for a national championship down in Florida. Jeremy, thanks for coming in today. This has been great information, and best of luck to both of them.
Yep. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Hope everyone has a great time down there in Florida. It's going to be tough to get them to come back.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Once you get a hold of that Florida weather, you don't want to leave.
Compared to this, for sure.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the Coffee and Program. More coming your way right here on the Coffee and Program. It's 8:15 in the morning.
John Chan of Chan's Fine Oriental Dining in Woonsocket wants to thank you all for once again voting them Best Chinese Restaurant and Best Entertainment in the Woonsocket Call Reader's Choice Survey. Chan's is open every day at 3 p.m. for dine-in, takeout, entertainment, and, of course, you can enjoy their Horseshoe Bar Lounge and karaoke Friday nights from 8 to 11. Call Chan's today for takeout or reservations, 765-1900. Chan's is open at 267 Main Street in Woonsocket.
The Coffee and Panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee in Pawtucket. They're a 62-year-old family business that roasts all its coffee right here in Rhode Island. Founded originally as Excellent Coffee Company, they provide great coffee to food service establishments throughout New England.
ON, AM, and FM.
It is Coffee and here on ON Radio. This is Joe Callahan. Thanks for joining us this morning. Dave Richards is here as well. And we're being joined on the phone right now by a man by the name of Joshua Rohde. Joshua! Hello there, Joshua.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. And Joshua's with the Rhode Island Civic Chorale and Orchestra. We're going to talk about what they're up to this weekend. But, Dave, if you could just squeeze in another message here for the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, please.
334-1000. Call them today at the Northern Rhode Island Chamber of Commerce, where business matters. 334-1000.
Very good. Thank you. All right, Josh. Now, over the years, the Rhode Island Civic Chorale and Orchestra has always performed at the St. Anne's Arts and Cultural Center, but things are changing this year. Tell us what changes.
Correct. So, as you know, the Rhode Island, our performances up at St. Anne's has been just a huge tradition, but they're closed this season with all the prices being what they are right now.
Yeah,
but we're thrilled to be at St. James's Church this coming Sunday.
In Manville.
In Manville, exactly.
All
Which,
right.
if you don't know the space, is absolutely gorgeous, and the people there are so welcoming.
What time is the show on Sunday?
So we're performing Handel's Messiah this Sunday, December 4th at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's this Sunday.
Yes, it is. All right, and what's the cost for tickets or admission?
So the tickets vary depending on sort of the level that you want to purchase.
Okay.
If you go to our website, that's the best place to see all the different options, which is ricco.org.
All right.
Say it again, please.
Yeah, tickets can be purchased at our website, which is ricco.org.
C as in C.
As in cat.
C as in C, cat. Yeah, Rhode Island, cat, orchestra.
There you
Just
go.
want to make sure they don't misunderstand.
Now,
And, of course.
from what I've read before, some of the people that are in your chorale have participated, and not only have they participated, I think they've actually won some singing competitions. Am I correct in what I read?
Yeah, so this year we have 5 really incredible soloists that have all won a competition that we host, and they're coming out of grad school in the New England area. So we've got a few people from New England Conservatory, Boston University, and another one from Longy. And, I mean, incredible soloists.
Right.
Oh, man, is talented.
So if you're a fan of those shows on television, like The Voice, or not quite The Masked Singer, that's
not quite that one.
it's not quite. They're not quite up to par. But if you think of The Voice and those people that want to be singers, these people participate in the exact same kind of competition against other really good singers, right?
Exactly. Yeah, and they all wowed it. I mean, we
Really?
were blown
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
So that's fantastic. So if you go see this show this Sunday, December 4th at St. James Church in Manville, you will be completely wowed by their presentation as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So go ahead, Josh.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, and when we were just at St. Anne a couple years ago, this is 2019, because we've had a little bit of a pause because of the pandemic.
Right.
The overwhelming support from the community and how enthusiastic people were. I mean, I think I probably stood there for a half an hour after the performance, shaking people's hands, saying this has made their holiday season.
Really? That's so great to hear especially as a performer, you hear people appreciate what you have done. because you do put in so much hard work and practice and over and over and over, and you always wonder, is it going to be well received? And and in your case, it actually has. So that's fantastic. So we hope the crowd follows you over. They used to go to St. Anne's. We'll now head over to St. James this Sunday
St.
afternoon
James
at
is a
3.
beautiful church. Have you been inside, Joe?
I've not been inside.
I've been
St.
there
James.
for baptisms and things like that, and some funerals. And it's a gorgeous place. You made a great choice.
All right.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, when we knew we couldn't be at St. Anne's, we really looked around a lot, and there's a lot of really good venues, but we were so impressed with St. James and all of their staff. The people that we met there have been so welcoming and enthusiastic, and we're really looking forward to it.
And I know most people, when they know Christmas, they've heard Handel's Messiah quite often. So it's a beautiful performance. Will you be doing any other selections besides Handel's Messiah?
We will not, but we'll be doing.
It's a long
sort of
piece, Joe.
different
I don't know
take.
if you realize
Okay,
it.
yeah.
It's a long piece. And the only part Joe,
Yeah.
probably, is the last
last
4
part.
minutes.
Yeah, right. The Hallelujah chorus.
Yeah,
That's right. That's the
what
one that everybody
knows.
plays.
Yeah.
That's the hook. That's the single from the album, if you want to think of it that way. But I just want to put forward to somebody: do they still stand for the Hallelujah chorus when you perform this?
They do. They do stand. Which is really
There
fun.
may be some uninitiated that it has been
must be
tradition
impressive,
down
then.
through the years.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that the audience stands during the chorus, the last few minutes.
All right.
And believe me, you'll feel like it.
Yeah.
You'll feel
Yeah.
you'll feel inspired to
Energized, yes.
stand and
Okay.
be part of it. But of course, the band likes it because then it just naturally confers to a standing ovation when they start applauding.
Well,
at
that's
the
right.
end.
Yeah,
They
right.
don't sit back down and then applaud. That's right.
Yeah.
Josh, you're with the Rhode Island Civic Chorale and Orchestra. What do you? How do you perform? Do you sing? Do you play an instrument? Do you direct this whole ensemble?
So I direct the whole thing. So I'm standing up in front of the orchestra and the soloists and the choir and making sure everybody does the best job that they can.
And everybody starts on time, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
What's your background in terms of music, Joshua? Do you teach somewhere?
Yeah. So I'm. My other job is up at Worcester Polytechnic in Massachusetts.
Okay, right up
And
the road.
I'm just up the street, and I direct. They have 4 choirs over there. Mm-hmm. So I work with all 4 of the choirs at WPI, which I really enjoy.
What are the differences between the 4 choirs?
So the ranges depending on the voices. We've got sort of your tenor, your low tenor bass, high sopranos, big mixed choir. Other people have like a small chamber choir. So we've got a few different groups that, some do challenging music, others do something that's a little bit more casual.
Okay.
It varies.
And so, do those choirs perform at the college community, or do they go out into the Worcester community to perform?
We do all of the above.
Do you?
So we
Okay.
get a lot of performances on campus, but we're also at Mechanics Hall often, and we go to other venues. Or we also travel around. We're going to Portugal this spring. So,
Wow.
try and get
Okay.
around. Yeah.
Excellent. Try to get over to Polar Park. A little chilly
Yeah.
right now, but
Yeah,
but it is there.
We sang there
Oh, did
last
you?
season, which was a thrill. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So how do you keep it all straight? You got those 4 choirs, and then you got the Rhode Island Civic Chorale and Orchestra to take care of as well. You must be up driving up and down 146 continuously.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on 146, but I always say as long as I show up at the right place with the right music,
Yeah.
that's the hardest part. Yeah.
Oops. Wrong
Yeah,
music.
right.
Sorry. Can I borrow someone's sheet?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, exactly. Have somebody pass it over. Yeah.
just speaking about Handel's Messiah, it's not the sort of thing people are going to memorize.
All right.
No matter how
no,
many
you
times
can't.
you've played it, you'll recognize it, but you won't memorize it all. That's
Yeah,
way too
it's-
long a
it's
piece to
long.
memorize,
Yeah.
don't you think? Do you know anybody who's memorized it? I was a musician for a while, and I'll tell you, no, I better have the sheet music there, man.
I bet you there's a couple people in our choir who actually haven't memorized.
haven't
They
memorized.
sang it for
Really?
30, 40 years. Yeah.
All right. Now, in terms of the orchestra, how many pieces are in the orchestra?
We've got I think about 18 players.
18.
Bunch
Okay.
of violins, cellos, trumpets, symphony, oboes, and we've got to also have a harpsichord and a really small organ, which is really cool.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's nice. Harpsichords
At-
is so
Yeah.
odd. They've got to sound like no other instrument.
Right? Oh, it's beautiful.
Now, if
And
you
for
really
our
has a
audience,
different quality.
that's the one that Lurch played in
Yes, Addams Family.
in the Adams Family.
Yes, exactly.
I like to translate now and then. You know,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I alluded to the fact that it's a substantial piece. I know when we broadcast an edited version of it here on the radio, it took an hour. How long is your performance?
Ours will be about 2 hours with an intermission.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
You'll need an
Yeah.
intermission at one point. Yeah.
Yep, the Rhode Island Civic
Exactly.
Chorale Orchestra. They're performing Handel's Messiah this Sunday, December 4th, 3 p.m., St. James Church in Manville. Have you had a chance to go to St. James Church and actually practice there?
I've been there scoping it out, but we won't go there until the performance day
Okay.
with the whole group.
So in your
But-
trained ear, how are the acoustics there?
Oh, just stunning.
Are they
Really,
incredible?
really good.
Yeah.
Really
it's-
nice.
Yeah. So they
And if you can imagine, you've got 100 people up in the front of the church there, all singing and playing.
Yeah.
The sound is just going to wash over you. It's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
really, really stunning.
really special. So, and tickets for the event can be had by going to the Chorale's website, ricco.org. Can you get them at St. James Church, or is it just through the website?
You can also buy them the day of at the door, correct?
At the door. All right, very good. It's this Sunday, December 4th.
And the
at,
weather's
3
going to be
p.m.
great.
It's going to be a nice day on Sunday.
Cold, but great.
But nice inside.
Sunny and
Yeah, good. Exactly. Warm inside for sure.
All right. How many years have you been? How many years have you performed Handel's Messiah, Josh?
Oh, I've been performing it for many, many years since I was young.
Yeah.
I told the choir that I used to give 3 or 4 performances a season, and I joked that Handel paid for my rent in the month of December because I gave so many performances.
Oh yeah, when you grow up playing music, Joe, you learn
Yes.
the classics.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
What instruments do you play, Josh?
I play cello. That's my
You
primary.
play the cello? Okay. All right. And let's see. Now on
That's larger than a violin, but smaller than a upright bass, Joe. For
Right.
those of you who aren't musically inclined, it's not necessarily just a restaurant in Rhode Island.
that's right. They spell it differently too.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to go out and perform last Saturday with Trans-Siberian Orchestra, did you?
No, but man, I would have loved to.
Because they always explain these are local musicians. They bring in 6 violins and a cello player, and they just say these are your local guys, but they never say where they're from or who they are. And so I always wondered how they choose who comes and plays with them in each venue.
Yeah.
Any idea
they
how
probably-
they choose?
They probably got some local person that they trust, and they say, "Hey,
We need
we need
we need 6
a handful
six
of really
violins
great
and a
players."
cello.
Yep."
And
Okay.
they got to have good bow action.
Well, they do.
Yes,
And
right.
they do.
I mean, don't give us any Jack Bennies.
Nope, they swing them around and they point and they're all in unison and they follow the other violin player who's actually directing them from the band. So, but anyway, enough of that about that. So it's the Rhode Island Civic Chorale and Orchestra. It's a 2-hour program this Sunday, December 4th. Handel's Messiah starts at 3 p.m. at St. James in Manville. This used to be the same group of people that used to come to St. Anne Arts and Cultural Center. They couldn't come there this year, so they changed things up a bit, and now they're going to be over at St. James in Manville to put on the show. It's the same show you love every year. If you go to it at St. Anne's, just head over to Manville to catch it this year. All right, Joshua, thanks for joining us today on the Coffee and Program to talk about the show. Tickets, once again, be had at ricco.org and also at the door on Sunday at 3 p.m. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thanks,
Have a great
Josh.
weekend.
Have a great weekend and best of luck with the show on Sunday.
Thank you much.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thanks, Joshua. All right, that's Joshua Road from the Rhode Island Civic Chorale and Orchestra. It's time for the forecast right now as we take another break on the Coffee and Program, and this weather forecast being brought to you by the Connecticut Department of Administrative Services.
Sunny skies today with a high of 45 degrees and a calm wind. Tonight, increasingly cloudy with an overnight low temperature of 43 degrees by 5 a.m. Saturday's weather, a 100% chance of showers mainly after 9 a.m., high temperature of 58 degrees, but winds over 45 miles per hour out of the south. New precipitation amounts on Saturday, a half an inch of rain is possible. Rain ends and the winds diminish on Saturday night. Sunday's weather, sunny with a high of 42 degrees. Monday, sunshine and 45. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of showers and 53. Wednesday, a 50% chance of rain, partly sunny and 55. And next Thursday, mostly sunny skies with a high of 43.
And currently outside the Navigate Credit Union broadcast studio on the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street, sunny skies and 34 degrees. The Connecticut Department of Administrative Services is hiring for healthcare and direct support. Visit c-t.gov/c-t state jobs. One more time, that's c-t.gov/c-t state jobs for more information.
If you're thinking about doing holiday shopping out of town to save some money, before you do, would you give your local merchants a chance to serve you first? Don't automatically assume you'll get a better deal out of town. You might be surprised to learn how competitive local merchants truly are. Besides, most local businesses would rather go out of their way to work with you than to see you take your business out of town. So give it a second thought and give a local merchant the chance to earn your business. This holiday season, please do your shopping here at home.
One of our great hometown merchants is Missy's Family Restaurant, 801 Clinton Street, Woonsocket.
Here's what's coming up next. Greatest Hits USA.
Hey, this is Chuck Matthews on Greatest Hits USA. And coming up this weekend, we are going to answer the following questions. Who wrote a song in a closet? What husband received phone calls from the record company? And who had the #1 record this week in 1968? Find out. Turn it up this weekend right here.
Greatest Hits USA.
Thanks, Chuck. Don't forget Milk Fund Auction coming up this afternoon at 4 o'clock. This portion of the Coffee and program is sponsored by the Valley Breeze newspaper.
Since its founding in 1996, the Valley Breeze has been the trusted source for local news in the Blackstone Valley. Our readers and advertisers understand that shining a light on all aspects of our communities and doing it with some of the best local journalism anywhere makes these cities and towns better places to live in. We believe that truth has value and should triumph over rumors and misinformation. See valleybreeze.com or any of our 5 editions for more on how you can be part of this local news success story.
All right, it's Coffee and here on ON, AM and FM, and this is Joe Callahan along with Dave Richards, and we've brought in another guest right now, Rich Elaine, who joins us on Fridays from American Legion Post 85. And Rich, how'd your Thanksgiving go at the Post? I know you were giving out the meals.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it was just unbelievable. The amount of people that we had show up, and had my whole family there, of course. My wife and my son-in-law, my daughter, 2 grandkids, and we took our seat at the table, and all of a sudden you look around, and the whole hall's full.
Yeah.
So we had an unbelievable amount of people. The food was outstanding. Kelly and Betty, if you guys are listening out there, you all did an unbelievable job of prepping and taking care of things. Jill, our bar manager down there, and Marie, and just all the ladies that helped out. I mean, it made it a wonderful day, and everybody was so thankful. It was like just a comradeship, and it's hard to describe. It's what Thanksgiving is all about.
How many, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but about how many turkeys were cooked?
7. We did
okay.
7 birds, and we had a big ham. The ham went like boom.
Right away.
Yeah, like 15 minutes later, everybody, where's the ham? Well, we only had 1, sorry.
It's funny, we had the story this year, nationwide, 30% of people don't like turkey.
Well, see,
And so they go for the ham.
I went for
So
the
that's why
drumstick.
the
I
ham
went for
goes-
the drumstick.
Some people they don't like the taste, they don't like the texture. I don't know what it is. I love turkey myself, but no. So I'm glad those people who are like, oh yeah, Thanksgiving's great. They have the mashed potatoes and the yams and the sweet potatoes, but they don't have any meat. But now that you offered the ham, that's why it went so quickly.
There you go. Right?
Well, fantastic. What else is going on at the Post?
Well, I'll tell you one thing I did announce on here, and I want to mention the turnout we had for our Coke giveaway last Saturday. We opened those doors at 10 a.m. and we went to 2 p.m. And it's unbelievable the amount of coats that people came down that needed winter jackets. We had a table that was full of kids' clothing. And that table was wiped out
Went
by
right
2
away.
o'clock.
Yeah.
It was just, and people just came down, and it's funny, you welcome them at the door. That's what you do. People come down, it's almost you can see the anxiety in their face. But if you welcome them at the door and you do the right thing, they're comfortable. And once they get comfortable, and I was taking them around like, well, look, I've been passing out coats all morning, so let me look at you. Yep, come on over here.
You can tell the size?
Yeah, you could just tell the size, you know, how. But people are so grateful, too.
When you say that you can see the anxiety, are they, you think some are they embarrassed
Yeah,
that
I
they're there,
think-
that they have to do this?
Yeah, I think so.
and they
But you
feel
want to know
bad?
what?
Okay.
There were more smiles
Afterwards.
and more
Yeah.
thank yous and like, yeah. Well, my mother couldn't make it down here, could and
I
I
get
think
one.
she. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Heck, you know, take one. And then whatever we had left over, there was a homeless veterans gentleman in Rhode Island that, you know, we got in touch with, and he came down and picked up a couple of boxes of coats to his place. So we literally got rid of about 70% of what we had down there. We still got some left over, and you know, we got some things coming up in the next couple of weeks that we're going to be handing some coats out. So yeah, everything went great.
Excellent.
Everything went great.
Glad to hear it. What else
Yep.
is going on?
Oh my God! I tell you, I had to do notes and everything for this morning. Tonight for your hockey aficionados out there, there is a. I know Mont St. Charles has always had a great hockey club up there, but they've Rhode Island St. M's. You're a big sports guy, Joe. You ever hear of these guys?
I've heard of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what they have is they got this hockey league, I guess, that they got a under 14, under 15, under 16, under 18 group. Last year, the under 18 were the U.S. Hockey national champions in 2022.
Wow.
So good hockey.
Yeah.
Tonight, the Rhode Island St. M's under 15 team, who are currently ranked 4th in the country, are going to do have a hockey game against the Florida Alliance. It's a friendly, like they have in soccer, friendly games, I guess. But I'm sure there'll be some hitting. But that's tonight at 7:30, and they're calling it a military night tonight.
Where's it taking place?
It's over at the rink, over
at
at
the
the Mount.
Okay.
Yep. And they have offered a military night tonight, and what they're going to do is there's no admission. Puck drop is at 7:30, but they're going to be asking for donations, and 50% of the donations are going to go to the American Legion, and 50% of the other half of the donations is going to go towards the Veteran Memorial Museum here in Woonsocket. So and I'm very proud to say that they asked us to be the color guard.
Nice.
So I am going to be there with 2 of my comrades. We were at the post last night trying to figure out our lefts or my rights. And
That's
it's been a while. It's better. They put me in charge, which is dangerous. But we're going to do. Let's put it this way: we're a bunch of veterans. We're going to do the best we can with our colors. And you know, the funny part about that whole thing is with all the veterans organizations we have in Woonsocket. I was talking to the guys, and it's funny what you don't know until you know.
Yeah.
But there is no color guard, military color guard in this city. So we sat down, we kind of talked about that last night, and hopefully during the year, because when you take a look at the uniforms, my God, to outfit one person in a color guard is like $1,000.
Oh.
Is it? Wow.
It's ridiculous. The jackets are like
Right.
$350, $400.
Well-
trousers are $130, and it's just
Wow.
so if you're going to outfit a 5-man unit, you're probably looking at $5,000.
Yeah.
You know?
Gosh.
So, you know, what we're hopefully going to do is I talked with some of the other veterans organizations here in Rhode Island, and hopefully we're going to, in Woonsocket, I should say, and hopefully we're going
Inform
to
them.
maybe have a fundraiser during the winter time and raise some funds and maybe have something for the veterans that we can all be proud of. And if somebody, you know, you get a veteran that passes away in your family in Woonsocket, you'll have a place to call, and maybe we can put an honor guard up there for
So
you.
when you do a color guard at the games, so there's someone with the American flag. What are the other flags that you carry?
We're going to do a 3-man unit tonight. The
Okay.
American flag, of course, leads us.
Yeah.
Then we're going to have the state of Rhode Island flag.
Okay.
And then the next flag is going to be our Post 85 flag.
Okay. Nice.
And like I say, you can incorporate anything after that. If we can get a 5-man unit together, later on, or a 7-man unit with the rifle sentries on either side, we're going to try. We're going to try to build it from here. But hopefully we don't trip and fall tonight?
Well, I'm
or
a little worried about you sliding on the ice.
Yeah, doing a little Barney Fife move tonight or whatever.
I hope they put down a carpet for you.
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
But like I say, come on out and enjoy some great hockey. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Brother Adelard Arena on Logie Street.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't even, you know something, and I'll admit to ignorance on this one. I've probably been up there twice in the last 30 years. But
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and I know Mount's got a fantastic
That's the second
program.
home for us when we were broadcasting hockey, I'll tell you.
Really, yeah.
Oh,
I'm very excited to go up there and do this tonight. And like I said, veterans come out because they are doing this. Specifically said we want to have a military night.
Yeah.
So the more veterans that show up tonight and come and show your interest, they're going to do it again next
They'll
year.
have
And
more.
if you don't show up,
Yeah.
they're not going to keep doing it. So I'd
Right.
ask all the veterans, if you got some time tonight, just come out there and
It's free to get in.
free to get in, and
You can
you
see
know,
some good
hell,
hockey, too.
give a $5 donation if you
Yeah.
want, and all the money's going to go towards some great things. I don't know if you want to got to go to break or anything.
No,
I
no,
got-
keep going.
But and December 4th, this coming Sunday. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We got a holiday and craft and vendor fair going on at the Post. Like I said, December 4th from 10 to 2. We're going to have crafts and holiday shopping, unique gifts, raffles, split the pot, instant win games. We're just going to have a great time down there. Like I said, there'll be vendors from the Woonsocket area, so come on down, do your Christmas shopping this Sunday. Also, it's a drop-off location for Operation Adopt a Teen. So on that Sunday, we'll also be collecting gifts for teens. And when it's for teens, I mean, I've got 2 teenager granddaughters. What do they want? Gift cards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go. So if you want to drop off something for a teen that really needs a Christmas gift, go out and pick up a gift card, drop it off down to the American Legion Post 85 this Sunday. Do a little vendor fair shopping, and help a teen out that could really use it.
All right.
Saturday, December 10th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Reminding all the veterans out there, we've got a Veterans Resource Day that's going on at the Post. We're going to have a free breakfast for the veterans that morning. We're going to have representatives from various veteran and community resource groups. They're going to be available down there to speak with you. You got any questions about some benefits you think you should get or you haven't gotten or having trouble getting your benefits, we're going to have the people down there to be able to help you. If you're just over the border in Blackstone, Mass, or Bellingham, or any of those surrounding communities in Mass, don't be afraid to come down, because I'm sure these Rhode Island people can also give you some good answers to help you out with your situation too. So once again, that's Saturday, December 10th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. down at Veterans Resource Day down at Post 85. And I'm going to, also with that, well, no, I got to go to this one now. December 16th, I'm going to go with a few of the people down to the William Shields Post in Warwick, Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. They have the auxiliary national president that's going to be in the Rhode Island area. And they're going to do it down there. And I got to ask Dave about this one, because I know you're knowledgeable. They're going to have a meal down there that evening, on that Friday evening, and they're going to call it the Taste of Rhode Island. So what they're doing is that all the auxiliaries down in Rhode Island that are going to meet down there, they're going to have food specific to like their area of Rhode Island.
Sure.
Of course, what are we going to do from Woonsocket?
Dynamites,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have to give an explanation of what dynamites, but we were all wondering, where did the name come from to call it dynamite?
That's just colloquial. For the people who liked it hot. And I joked about this, but there had more validity in history than you might have thought. I used to joke about it. It has to do with what I call the long fuse and the short fuse. It's a dynamite sandwich.
Okay.
It's on a torpedo roll. It's got meat and all kinds of other stuff in there. But different members of the family like different spiciness. Well, in the beginning, it was always spicy. They did that a lot because the meat wasn't as good like it is today. And it was a conglomeration of something that it was almost like a Hamburg stew that you put in a bun and ate like a sandwich. So everybody back in the day used a lot of spices, but some people didn't tolerate the spices too well, so they started making recipes without it. And the way that they got around that is that they used the crushed red pepper and the Tabasco sauce and stuff like that to maintain the hotness, but to make it so that the kids could eat it without the spices and the rest of that. So today we call it the long fuse and the short fuse. If you want a short fuse dynamite, you get it all dressed with all the spicy hot stuff. If you want the long fuse dynamite, it'll take longer to hit you.
All right.
It's the mild one is the long fuse.
All right.
It takes longer before it blows up on you.
Makes sense.
But
Good.
they were always spicy. I know recipes that are very mild. 'Cause in my family, the recipe that we enjoy, the patriarch of our family, he's gone now, but he couldn't tolerate the spices in his stomach, because that's just the way he was made. And so he liked it, enjoyed eating it, but then he gets sick afterwards. So we have a mild recipe in honor of him, and then we just doctor it up for the spiciness
The way
we
you
want.
like it, yeah.
So to doctor it up with
So
spiciness, that's why dynamite came. It's a
Spicy.
Yeah.
There we go. Good.
It's hot like a stick of dynamite.
good. So hopefully we'll win the award then for having the best
That's the
table
story I was
and the
given.
best. Yep. So
And that refined itself from the early years of the 1900s.
wow. Boy, look at that! I learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
And also, of course, that's
I've had the dynamites at the Post, by the way. Great recipe.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, the commander's
Denise loved it too.
the commander's brother Ron makes those up.
Just
And man,
spicy enough
The man
for us,
knows what he's
without
doing.
the added stuff.
Yep. But and also, like I said, on December 16th, that's what we're kind of doing down there. And but if anybody's interested, it's, I believe it's open to the public, and
Nice.
it's the William Shields Post down in Warwick, Rhode Island. And I think I recall them saying there might be a $10 entry fee. So come on down and do a little taste of Rhode Island from different areas of Rhode Island and see what they have for foods.
All right.
And on December the 17th,
Yes, that's the Saturday.
it's the following day. I'm going down there with some of the auxiliary people. We're going to do Wreaths Across America
Oh, nice.
down in Exeter at the Veterans Cemetery, which is going to be a fantastic thing, I'm sure. Really looking forward to doing that. And that's pretty much it.
what you got?
Also on the 17th, if you want to drop off some blankets down at the American Legion Post 85, that afternoon we're going to have the auxiliary members going down to a Woonsocket shelter for a kid's Christmas party. So if you got a kid's blanket you want to pick up, drop off down at the Post, please do so.
All right, Rich, we're going to take a break
boy.
here in the coffee end of the program.
Phew, yeah.
Give the guy a rest. You want a bottle of water or some coffee or something after that? My goodness.
It's time for a second message from the Valley Breeze newspaper, our sponsor of Coffee and for this segment. Dave's got the Valley Breezes in his hand, and what's going on there?
So much to say in the Valley Breeze, and one of the things I can tell you that's probably going to be more important than anything else I say. I just went out to pick up a copy, bring into the studio so I could describe them to you
Yes.
folks like I do every Friday morning. There's only one copy left of
They go-
each. Yeah.
They go quick.
Seriously, I've got the last ones in my hand. I got to go rush these back out to the freebie table so that everybody can pick them up. They go. That's it. And I'll tell you why they're going this week. It's the annual Christmas in the Valley holiday guide. Everything holiday. It's right here. It looks fantastic. It's in every edition of the Valley Breeze newspapers, all 5 editions this weekend. Be sure to pick it up, if only for the Christmas in the Valley, but you'll find lots of other reasons. Great news in the Valley Breeze. I have the North Smithfield, Blackstone, and Woonsocket edition in my hand right now, and I see a story up here from Ethan Shorey about city leaders in Woonsocket trading blame on the multifamily assessments. Renovations continue at the Forestdale School toward its showcase status. Find out what Beth Pharisee, former North Smithfield Town Administrator, has been doing with her time in the last several months. Bella Pelletier has the story there. She also has a great story from North Smithfield. Let's see about the zoning board denying MST's proposed variances. Get the full story on that. In the Cumberland Lincoln edition, of course, stories local to them. Cumberland police make an arrest and set conditions at the Lusitania Club. Now, that's been a great citizen for a long time. They had some trouble down there, and there's going to be some restrictions and a fine and a suspension. Read all about it in the Valley Breeze. And town newly re-elected town town administrator in Lincoln, Gould, plus, of course, the Lincoln Town Council is putting on a ban of dogs from Lincoln's athletic field. And Nicole Dotson-Broad has the story there. Ethan Shorey writes about the monastery on Diamond Hill Road humming with activity on Sunday, as at 5 o'clock this coming Sunday, the lights will go on. 225 memorial Christmas trees will all be lit up at the monastery in Cumberland. Plus great ads from great businesses, fantastic photography, the Valley Breeze. It's free where you shop and worth a whole lot more.
All right, before we take a break, Rich wanted to say something about the Woonsocket Warriors.
Yeah, I heard your interview a little earlier with
That's
the president, but I just want to give a shout out there to Amy Gill and her daughter Bailey. Amy is a member of our auxiliary down at Post 85, and her daughter Bailey is a member of the junior auxiliary. And Amy is actually a coach of the cheerleaders.
Is she? All right.
Great.
So she will be going down with Bailey. So good luck, ladies, and shout out to you guys. Do the right thing and come back with a trophy.
That'll be great.
Great.
More Coffee and coming up. Stay tuned.
You know, when you're paying the right price for protection, you just know it. It's that warm, fuzzy, totally secure feeling, knowing that you're not only getting great coverage, but you're also not paying too much for it. And when it comes to your insurance, there's no one better at getting the right price for your protection than Allstate agents Kara and Celeste Benjamin, because they know when it comes to your bank account, every penny counts towards something bigger, something better. Like a nicer car, that home update you've been dreaming of, or a phone that's fresh out of the box. Those little or big things that we work so hard for. And Kara and Celeste Benjamin want to help you work a little less by getting you the coverage you need and the savings you deserve when you switch to Allstate. Contact Kara and Celeste Benjamin at the Benjamin Agency. One agency, 2 locations in North Smithfield and Bellingham. 765-5000 for a free quote today. Allstate, you're in good hands. And you're in good hands with Kara and Celeste Benjamin at the Benjamin Agency. Savings vary based on the average annual savings reported by new auto customers surveyed in 2019 who switched to Allstate.
We're here at Family Discount Furniture, and we're on the floor with Brad. And Brad, I can see all the living room sets here. You've got living room sets for every type of living room, whether it's a small apartment living room or a big single-family home living room.
Yeah, so what we have now are all our new fall collections from Ashley Furniture are now on display in our showroom and in stock. We have sectional starting at $6.99, and you can configure them to whatever size specs you need. Sofa love seats, 2 pieces, they start at about $7.99. We have power recliners, rocker recliners, all different performance fabrics and different materials to fit what your everyday needs are.
And sectional, so you can change things around if you have to.
Yeah, you could do the changes on either sides. We can make it bigger. You can add pieces. You can make them smaller. So pretty much we can configure it to the size and specs that you need for your living room. And remember, Dave, we offer a 90-day, no credit needed, $49 down, have now, pay later.
All right, here at Family Discount Furniture, corner Diamond Hill Road and Social Street in Woonsocket.
Hi, everybody. This is Dave Richards. Among the items we'll be putting up for bid on the Friday Milk Fund Radio Auction are a DC Comics Justice League loot box, a set of 4 glass Irish coffee mugs, necklace and earrings, and Charlie the Snowman, plus gift cards from McDonald's, Dunkin', Chan's, Wendy's, Moonlight House of Wieners, and Little General Stores, plus more. So join me, Joe Callahan, and our special guest auctioneer, Woonsocket Mayor Dan Gendron, for all the fun from 4 to 5 Friday for the Milk Fund Radio Auction, right here and only on ON Radio.
ON Radio.
Milk Fund Auction today at 4. Should be a great time. This is Joe Callahan. Dave Richards is here. Rich Elaine is here. And we're being joined by Anna Brunetti from the Downtown Woonsocket Collaborative, who is been very busy lately. What with the holiday stroll coming up, and you guys had made the decision a couple of days ago. We got to move it. I mean, look at this weather forecast. It's just it's garbage on Saturday.
Yeah, we made
for
the decision.
outside events.
They also looked at putting it on the next Saturday.
Yeah.
Next Saturday doesn't have as good a forecast.
No. Either, really?
No, it's horrible.
Seriously.
So, all right, and has the word's going out to all the businesses on Main Street?
Yep.
Can you please open on Sunday?
Yeah. You know, we're trying to work on that right now. We've had our Cindy Thibodeau from Pass Down in Time. She's been going through with our businesses as well as Steve Casey, trying to make sure that everyone who was participating on Saturday is still available to participate on Sunday. We're getting a good response. Look, we don't have too many people dropping out right now. It's looking like most of our businesses that we're going to be doing the scavenger hunt and all of that are still going to be open, ready to go. Some of our, I think we lost like maybe one food vendor. We're still working on that, but I know at least Nessa's Snack Shack will still be there. And we still have the Taste of Mill Race event happening over at 40 South Main Street at the Mill Race Kitchen.
And the horses can make it for the buggy rides?
We are now getting one horse-drawn carriage and one tractor-pulled carriage.
Okay.
Our second horse.
The horses have a good union. They don't work.
Yeah.
Well, apparently one of them does.
One doesn't work
other
on Sundays.
But we made sure that the tractor wouldn't spook the horse, they're good to go. So
okay, good.
We had to very quickly pivot, and
But everything starts Sunday at what time?
Sunday at 2 p.m.
Okay.
The holiday stroll is 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. The Taste of Mill Race event is 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And the city's Winter Wonderland is 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. over at River Island Park.
And that's when and Santa will be showing up over there.
Yep, Santa will be coming down Main Street at 4 o'clock on his way to his little house for photos.
Photos and I was going to say photos and autographs if you want to get his autograph.
Probably.
All right, so a lot of work going into putting this whole stroll thing together, Adam.
It's we normally start planning this in September. Joe, when we're just talking about. We start talking about Autumn Fest in January. And we start talking publicly about it in September. People start yelling. I was like, it's not even like
I know it's not Christmas time.
And so when we start planning the stroll and we start asking people to come help, it's not even Halloween. What are you doing talking about the stroll? Well, now we've seen it takes a lot to put this on, but we have a great team every year and. A lot of it's, figuring out exactly what businesses are available, the new businesses that have never heard about this. We want to make sure that they're involved. And it's just a great way to get, so many people on Main Street walking down, checking out all the shops, and the scavenger hunt always helps them out. You got to go in the store to find the icon to be entered for the gift basket. So.
And you're doing the contest with the best decorated windows again?
Yep. So we have the window decorating contest happening as well. I've gone down Main Street and I've seen a lot of
nice
businesses are putting in the work. Timeless Antiques, Tammy Irwin always goes all out, and that window looks beautiful right now.
So you don't want to give it away, but are they out front from everybody else?
We haven't even started any
judging?
of our judging on that.
Okay.
That usually takes place further towards the middle of the month.
Oh, okay. In terms of the scavenger hunt, are there prizes at the end that people can win?
Yep. So as you walk down Main Street, and if you get your program from us that has the map, we have 13 businesses down Main Street that are participating in the scavenger hunt this year. So if you can look for the little snowflake icon in their window that has what number they are.
Okay.
And then inside of their shop, you have to go inside, and we just give them the number where they can hide it wherever they want in the shop. They can put it on a shelf. They can put it right at the counter, and it has the icon that relates to them. So in your map, you have an insert that has all the icons, and you just have to put the number of the store that matches the icon.
All right. In past years, Adam, the stroll has attracted quite a number of people.
Oh, yes.
What would you say that the numbers are of people that show up for this?
We've seen, close to 1,000, 1,500.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go all down Main Street. You go to the Mullen Lot, you can see all the entertainment happening. We have our favorite John Scotty is coming back. So, we'll hear his rousing rendition of Dominic the Donkey.
Is it rousing?
It's a classic.
It doesn't feel like Christmas time until I hear John Scotty go hee-haw, hee-haw.
It just screams out Christmas.
I can tell you because we broadcast from there each year, Joe, that it's reminiscent of Friday afternoons on Main Street in Woonsocket. It's not quite as tight, but it's reminiscent of. It's not crowds that are going to bother you. I'm just saying that you're not going to be riding no bike down the sidewalk or what am I thinking of? Skateboard. Because you just can't.
No.
Because there's
Too crowded.
lot of people on the sidewalks enjoying what's going on.
Adam, where do you suggest people park?
So parking can really be done anywhere on the municipal lots, just not the Mullen Lot, which will be closed to house the event itself. But wherever you do park...
The Mullen Lot is the center of activity.
Yes.
Right across from the call.
Yeah.
At Timeless Antiques.
And Timeless
And-
Antiques.
correct.
Right.
And but if you don't feel like walking all the way, we do have a trolley that is going to be circling the area, as well as the horse-drawn carriage and the tractor-pull carriage.
And people love them because it gets them
sure.
off their feet for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
They could spend more time downtown.
Right.
Yeah.
And that. Also, the cool thing is that you're going to be parking at either end, obviously.
Yeah.
There's plenty of parking, municipal parking lots on both ends.
Absolutely.
So you can just get on the trolley and take it in. It's almost like Disney World, you know.
Market Square to Monument Square, right?
Yes.
All right. So that's the holiday stroll. Once again, it has been moved to this Sunday, so keep that in mind. 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then the Winter Wonderland at River Island Art Park takes place a little later in the afternoon when Santa arrives.
Yes.
So we've come to the end of the program. So we thank everyone that joined us today.
That was a
Jeremy
fast
Green.
one.
Jeremy Green from the Woonsocket Warriors. Thanks for joining us. We had Joshua Road from the Rhode Island Civic Corral join us on the phone. Richard Lane, thanks for coming in as well.
Thank you. Hockey night tonight, military night, Mont St. Charles, 7:30 puck drop.
See, this works out well. You have a craft fair on Sunday, and then it ends, and then you go to the stroll.
There you go.
There we go.
There you
It
go.
works
Right.
out
Make it a
perfect.
whole day.
The 2, and then you go to the stroll,
Yeah.
and then you can go to the concert, and then come back to Winter Wonderland when
Look at
Santa
There you go.
arrives.
It's all perfect.
Yikes.
Your Sunday is
Your
Sunday is planned.
if you're sitting at home on Sunday,
I got nothing to do.
There's
Yeah.
nothing to do in Woonsocket,
Keep
right?
in
Well,
mind,
and
the
you-
Pats lost last
And they
night.
lost,
They're
and they're
not
not
gonna be
playing.
losing on Sunday, so you have nothing to do but go around in Woonsocket.
There you go.
Don't stay inside.
And you'll already be sitting home all day Saturday now with all the rain.
With all the rain, so you wanna get out.
Make up for it on Sunday.
That's right. Adam, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Dave, thanks for showing up as well.
A pleasure.
All right. This is Joe Callahan. Have a great day. Stay tuned for Gary Smith and the crew. Do you remember at 9:30 Milk Fun Auction at 4 this afternoon?
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON Woonsocket Radio. And now, the news. Newport's Illuminated Boat Parade